Hi, and welcome to the second edition of Vinnie's Beer Reviews. If this is your first time checking out my page, I'd really appreciate it if you'd hit subscribe, and you can check out my other video that I did. And if you haven't checked out anything yet, I'll be trying some of the rarest and best beers throughout the country. I'm really excited to continue on with this journey. Up next today, we have Rerun the Pigeon by Monkish. It is the double dry hopped version of a beer called Run the Pigeon by them, which I haven't yet to try. But it's hopped with Galaxy, Nelson, and Amarillo hops. So it's got two classic New Zealand hops and then one American in the Amarillo. I'm expecting it to have a real dank, weedy quality to it with grapefruity flavor. That's typical in Nelson, and with Galaxy, it definitely has that earthy quality as well. So really excited to try this, and let's see how it goes. Just off the bat, I'm really getting a strong kind of wine, grape, earthy smell to it. The Nelson is very prevalent. There's a little bit of that citrus from the Amarillo as well. It does look a little thin. If you want to hold, I'll hold it up to the camera for you. But we'll see how it goes. It's 7%, and it was canned on 3/17, so it's about a month old, but that's pretty good for Monkish. I think Monkish needs generally a week or two to age, so it can get some of that, hop burn off the flavor. So let's give it a try. I'm really excited. Cheers. Definitely getting that grape right off the bat. Really strong grape. The Nelson hop is super strong, I think, when it's put into a beer. It's not for everybody. I could take it or leave it. I appreciate it better when it's paired with a hop that's more balanced. Nelson with Galaxy is a classic combo, but it can sometimes give you too much of a weedy flavor, but we'll see. Really strong flavor. It's got, like I said, that grape kind of weed quality to it. And the Amarillo does complement it. It does kind of balance it out and give it more of a grapefruit citrus quality to it as well. The back end's got that monkish kind of bite to it. I think monkish New England style IPAs are kind of east meets west a little bit. They're still pretty, unfiltered and hazy and juicy, but the back end of them always kind of has a bit of a bite to it, which is, you can take it or leave it. I usually like it, but occasionally you'll have one that's a little harsh. I'm still not sure yet about this one. It's got a really strong flavor, but I'm not sure yet how much I like it. We'll see. Okay. Yeah, the Nelson is really strong. As I said before, I generally don't like Nelson on its own, but I do like it paired with other hops. Galaxy and Nelson, I feel like sometimes cancel each other out because they both have that earthy quality to it. When Galaxy is with like a Citra or a Mosaic, it kind of brings out more the best of both worlds. But when it's with Nelson, it can sometimes be a little bit too earthy. So I am getting that a little bit. I wish I got more of the Galaxy notes, which is, I think, one of the best hops, some more of that pineapple mango. Whereas I'm mostly getting grape and a hint of citrus on there, but it's not bad by any means. Like it's a solid, very well made beer. I just personally wanted a little bit more balance, a little bit more smoothness to it. Let's pour a little bit more in the can and see how it goes. Yeah, smelling it, it almost actually smells like weed buds. Not that I would know, but yeah, it's really earthy, and that Nelson, I think, is the driving force. I'd imagine they use mostly Nelson in the brew. It's tough because it's not necessarily what I would initially be drawn to, but I feel like it is a really well-made beer. So trying to decide on a score, I got to take those two things into account. Is it a well-made beer? Yes, definitely. It uses cool hops, and it's really cool label as well. I think if you like Nelson as much as like it's one of your favorite hops, you're really gonna dig this. I'm gonna go. I think this is a classic 4.0. It is just enough to get into the 4s. If it had a little bit more balance to it, maybe a little bit more Galaxy flavor profile, I'd rate it higher. But conversely, if it was a little bit more harsh, I think it wouldn't crack the 4s. But it's still a good beer, and if you can get your hands on it, definitely recommend trying it. So that was the second beer review for Vinnie's Beer Reviews, Rerun the Pigeon by Monkish. And really happy that you guys are checking out this journey with me. So let's keep this going. Cheers.